Or, like right now, Bitcoin is having a huge pullback, right? Or whatever it's doing. And a lot of people don't know how far it's going to pull back, right? And the very first thing, just like how we did the 3 moves into a short position, we need to find the 3 moves into a long position, right? So here's what we're doing. So the 3 moves into a long position, right, is simply that once, it gets to a part where we can see the 2 hour, once again, starting with the 2 hour time frame. We can see here that the 2 hour time frame has started its downward move. And lo and behold, we have a first move, right? Move number 1 just happened here. This is the 2 hour move 1 long. Okay? You can see that it's moving text white. Okay. Now that's the first move up, which means we are waiting for the next move up, right? Because there's number 2. So the next move up is actually going to be the move that we're looking for, right? This is going to be the 2 hour move 3 long trade, okay? Now when this 2 hour starts to move up, right, when we get it printed, right, and it starts to move up, that's going to be the first trade that we're looking for. And then that's going to file into the 4 hour trade, right? And right now, you can see that the first move, right? The first move, and I'm going to go ahead and make this, what color can we do this on here? This one we will make, we'll make yellow. Yellow. Okay, this is going to, it needs to be orange. It's the 4 hour. It's the 4 hour, boys. Okay. This is going to be the 4 hour move 1. And that's going to coordinate. You have to coordinate. You got to coordinate. That's going to coordinate with the 2 hour third move. Then there's going to be a pullback. Then we're going to see the trade that we really want to get into. Right, the one that we really want to get into is the 4 hour third move long. Okay, It is that simple, boys and girls. So does that you guys understand that? 88 people, let's go 88. I like that infinity number, guys. I'm giving you sauce here, guys. This is, you're not gonna run into this. You're not gonna see this anywhere. I just gave you 15 years of trading knowledge in a very simple system and structure that I developed 5 years ago that have produced winning trades over and over and over. And if you don't understand what that is, you can see right here in the free Discord. This is what it produces over and over and over. 30%, 30%, 30%, right? The goal is to hit 30%. You're going to see 69s. You're going to see 88%, 46%, 42s. Those are just runners. You don't need, 40s and 60s and all that other stuff. And if you go to the main chat, the free chat, you're going to see crazy numbers, right? You're going to see numbers that are like, 800%, 600%, it's pretty crazy out there. And you don't need to get those type of numbers when you have a system and a strategy that allows you to trade properly, right? Right, here's 200%. You don't need 200%, right? You need 30%. And what I mean by that is if you're trading $3,000 and you make, here's 633%, right? If you're trading $3,000, right, you need to set up a long on Bitcoin, son. And if you're trading $3,000 and you make 30%, right, that's 30% of 1,000 is 300, right? 3,000 would be 900. That's $700 a trade. If you do 3 of those trades a week, that's $2,100 minimum. So you don't need to make these huge gains. You need to learn how to have a system that gives you 30% wins over and over and over and over and over, right? So that you can be successful, okay? So we're going to get some lunch. We're going to come back into this, but we're going to track this trade for you. J-Mo, did you get back in the Discord, J-Mo? Here, man, we need to get you set up, dude. Here. All right, so anybody looking to get set up, if you're in the USA, that is that information in the chat is where you send the information. This is how you get it. It's right there in the chat. All right. So anybody looking to get into this, you don't know how to get in the Discord, need more things to do, don't know how to find the free information. All right, you could send it right there. So we're going to come back to this trade later on today as it develops into what we're looking for. But this is the trade that we're looking for right here. Okay, it's very simple, very easy to get into. We're looking for the 2-hour move up, right? We're looking for the pullback, and we're looking for the next move, which would be the 2-hour move long. That will be the 4-hour first move. Then there'll be a pullback. Then we're looking for the trade that we want, which is the 4-hour third move up, right? This is the big boy. This is the one we want. This is the money. So that's where we want to be, guys. So we're going to come back to this. Don't forget to watch the videos. If you have any questions, all the information is inside the Discord. It is right inside of TikTok, right on my chat. It's easy to get to, guys. Right? So let's get yourself set up. Stop missing out on this opportunity. Stop watching people that don't know anything. Stop following influencers that told you that XRP, hold your XRP at $3. Fail. Hold your XRP at $2. Fail. Let me see. Let me pull this up here, man. Stop following influencers that tell you always buy, because it doesn't work that way. Okay? And I hope, until you lose your house, I guess you're not going to learn. But it doesn't work that way. Okay? How it works is you get into a trading system, you find a strategy. Once you find a strategy, then you have a system and a strategy, and that's what you do. And that's what produces revenue and income for you over and over and over. If you're doing anything else, you're not doing yourself. So whatever you're doing, it's all about taking care of yourself. Matt, what up, baby? So guys, that makes sense, man? Find a system, find a strategy. Follow the system, follow the strategy. I'm going to end this video real quick. This is the 2-hour long. We're going to come back and track this again. But this is how you do it. It's not that hard. Oh, and let me finish this off here. So just like once that happens and we have the 2-hour move up and we get to the 2-hour third move long, remember when the 2-hour move 3 long happens, how do you enter? You go to the 15-minute. Once you're at the 15-minute, you go to the moon indicator. And when the moon indicator starts its reversal to the long position after the 2-hour move up happens, right? The third 2-hour move, you go to the 15-minute moon line. And when that starts to head up, that's the candle you enter. Okay? When the 15-minute moon line starts to go up after the 2-hour third move, you enter. After the 4-hour third move, right? The 4-hour third move happens, you go to the 15-minute time frame, you look at the moon indicator, and when that moon line starts to go up, that is where you enter, okay, on the 15-minute. Very easy, very simple. We're going to come back to this. Learn the system. It's the same way you do the short. You short once you get a 15-minute moon line headed down. Here, once you have your trade, the 2-hour and the 4-hour third move happen, you go to the 15-minute, and when the moon line starts in the direction of your trade, whether it's up for a long or down for a short, then you enter based on the 15-minute moon line, guys. So I'm stopping this video right now so that we can save this and we'll come back. But Bitcoin is bouncing right now. It's going to start to move its way sideways until the 2-hour starts to break up. And then when we're about to enter the third move on the 2-hour, which will be a nice little bounce. Did you get in that long, brother?
Yeah.
Then from there, we're going to see a pullback, and we're looking for the 4-hour third move. So good luck, God bless, guys. We'll be on. Hanging out, bro. What's up, man? Let me see what you got. How much did you put in? All right, let's get you a little more excited. Oh, Mousy? No. Pads are for losers. Pads are for losers. All right. All right, guys. What up, baby? So, guys, just make sure you understand Bitcoin's going to be bouncing here. We already had a 2-hour bounce. So now we're headed to a